Hello everyone, my name is Leo. I'm a student trader, and today I'll be telling you about this trade that I made on gold last Friday that made me about 2.6%. So as we all know that if you're January, just keep buying gold and you'll be profitable. However, I still followed pretty much my trading plan. I just didn't just spam buy gold, which is bad because at the end of the day, I'm trying to gain an edge from the market through my technical analysis. So I'll go through this trade. So as we can see, gold has been extremely bullish, extremely bullish. There's a lot of trades that I've been missing out over here. A lot of times it's just it didn't come back to my zone. Like this one right here didn't come back to my zone and broke the resistance, shoot right to the sky, and so yeah. Anyways, so it's been a while and gold was really bullish, and finally we have some bearish market kicking in. As we can see, price retrace to this 30-minute fair value gap, swept this liquidity, and then we can go to the 5-minute time frame and you will see a clear break of structure. So my original plan was enter here, enter at this refined 5-minute fair value 5-minute order block. However, price never came back to tap into my zone. So I was doing something like this and place my stop loss below the order block, and then see the previous highs over here. So I normally just target the previous high or a little bit more than the previous high. But if I were have to take this trade, I would just target this high because of there's this self fair value gap here. The dollar par has not been filed, so this will be a little more risky trade, but I didn't end up taking it anyways. So price tapped into the order block, and as we can see, if we took in that trade, it will hit our take profit really easily. And okay, so price had trace and broke to another high. This time broke through the sell fair value gap, broke through this part right here, and that's a really good sign because then I know that this obstacle right here, this obstacle for bullish moves has been cleared. So when I see, I basically I was considering to take a buy from this sell candle, this order block right here, or this order block right here. So I have two choices. However, I see this um, zone has been slightly mitigated by this candle right here, which pushed the price to break this high, to push price to break this high. So I decided that I'll go for a more risky move to take a buy order from this order block. So I basically just place a uh, buy limit at the zone and then stop loss. I was considering to put it below this wick right here. However, I feel like we can be a little more riskier because normally I just put it under my uh, order block instead of placing it at the wick below. However, but many of times the the order block is just lowest in the wick. But this is not the case. So I was a little more um, unsure about how this trade will play out. However, it played out completely fine. And initially, I was targeting this high, which it would have hit anyways. But because I was, um, despite I'm doing like a free trial demo funded account, I was trying to mimic the conditions. So this trade was my last stint to my 10% profit goal. So I basically just exited at wherever that gets me 10%, which is still fine. This trade was I reduced the risk a little bit because of the wick that I told you, and yeah, it's a very perfect trade because it's also swept to liquidity, and perfect tap, perfect play out, and despite we can see that price continued to be very bullish after mitigating this order block, but let's just give or take. Sometimes we miss out on a potential 1 to 10 move, but pretty much 1 to 10. But again, we're trying to have a higher win rate. So normally, if I have to take this trade, I would do this. Yeah. So this is a trade that made me around 2.60% and allowed me to well sort of pass stage 1 of a funded account. Yeah. That's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next trade.